when I had just released actually the first album that I ever produced. It's called Fabula. I had a funny thing happen to me. I recorded the album and I put together a few shows so that I could have a chance to play the songs live. And so I did a series of shows here in La Plata, the city where I'm from. And it felt so vulnerable, let me tell you, because these songs that I wrote for this album were based on a very personal story. And it was the beginning of me starting to share my songs and share my music. So for me, it was really a moment where I felt that I was really exposed. I remember that when I finished the first show, I went back home. I was very excited. I was very happy. And that night, I had a very interesting dream. So, this is the place where I was in my dream. I was in the middle of this square called Plaza San Martin. It's a very famous spot here in La Plata. A lot of things are happening there all the time. I dreamed after this show that I was in the middle of this square and I was having a shower. But there were four walls around me. So I was having a shower in the middle of the square with a lot of people coming and going, but I was not being seen, let's say. Um, and then I started to see that there are a lot of buses coming in, and suddenly a lot of people, even more people in the square. And at that very precise moment, all four walls from my not very private bathroom just dropped. And I was there just butt naked, basically, in the middle of the square with all of these people coming and going. And that was the end. It was a nightmare, actually. It felt like a nightmare. That was the end. Thank God, that was the end. I didn't want to know what happened afterwards. That was the end of the dream. I always remember this dream because it was a representation actually of how I have felt during the show at some point. I felt very exposed and very vulnerable.